Welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team is currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 Hit Games 2CD collection. You can find a link in the video description containing the entire directory structure of this archive. It's week 63, and these are the digs our diggers have for us today. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply head on over to the Patreon page linked in the video description. Now without further ado, let's begin. First up, Dick DeYoung's dug up DOSGAMES /board atomic v1. You know, I think I know what this is. Only got the one file. Let's run it. No, this is not what I thought it was. Although, looking at it, I think I know, even though I don't know what it is. I think I actually kind of do. Okay. Haven't played this before. This is something else than what I thought it was. But looking at the screen right now, I've got a feeling I know what kind of game this is going to be. So, it's not in English, but looking at the text there, it looks like press 1 for a one-player game. Okay, now I absolutely don't know what this is. Let's put a piece here. Put another piece there. Interesting. Put one there. One there. And I just lost. What? Okay, let's try this again. Let's start there. Okay, let's put one here. Another. Put one there. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I don't understand the rules to this game. I'm just sort of guessing at the moment. Although it seems to me that you want to try to create reactions that... Because when a particular set of these balls becomes, like, when you end up with, like, one more on top of it, like, this is going to create a reaction over to here and probably to here as well. And then... yeah, it seems to be some sort of game... Whoa! That chain reaction just basically made me win almost. And the computer just made a play that basically wiped me out. There's clearly more to this game than I understand. Jeez. This is so bizarre of a game. Especially considering one move can basically just... yeah, look at that. A single move can... look how crazy an effect that was. Like, how does the game... I have no idea how the game is processing its logic, but... it's neat to see the reaction happen, even though I don't know what the rules for it happening are, and I apparently just won that game. So, I don't know if I'm really going to be able to comment much on this. Whatever this game, if anybody has any idea what the rules to this game are, like, what's going on, let me know in the comments. But apparently this, for whatever this is, this game called Atomic, it was created by E.M. Pedersen in 1991. And it's definitely not in English. But yeah, if anybody has any idea what's going on with this, let me know. Next up, Paul Shears dug up DOSGAMES /PD1 /_NL. This could be about a million different things here. Well, we got it's an NL.exe. Got to register. Let's just run it. Numbers and logic. Maze 8, Fine 9, Dial 10? Huh. Version 1.0, copyright 1991, David Burns. And also apparently a Cheryl Burns, so husband and wife, I'm guessing. Instructions. In Numbers and Logic, you attempt to solve any one of 3 puzzles as fast as possible. If your time is better than one of the times in the opening screen, then the new time will be saved. Instructions on how to solve each puzzle will be shown if you click on the Help button in that puzzle. Okay, so it looks like there's 3 different kinds of games here, which is why they all have different names to it. Apparently it's Shareware, register for $8. Well, let's just start up with Maze 8 here. Setting up the maze. It's actually taking a moment. You got a bunch of hexagons and numbers. See what the help says. The objective of Maze 8 is to make a path from the left side to the right with the lowest count possible. So the puzzle is that it has to be the best path. That could be a little tricky. I mean, there's so many potential permutations here, like, because, like, I mean, let's say you started with this 1 that's right here, well, the next thing you have to go to is either a 7 or an 8. So, whereas this one right here goes up to a 6 or a 4. And if you go with the 4, then you're stuck going with a 5 or a 6. Well, now see that this is interesting, because in this moment here, we could go to an 8 and have a 7 or a 4, or a 4 and a 4, or we could do 2 4s and get to the same sort of distance as we would have if we went with the 8 here. Well, let's see how this works. 5, 7, 6. Check. Path is too high by 8. So now how do you actually change that then? Yeah, I'm kind of not liking this because of the fact that once you've made your path, you don't really have an easy way of adjusting that. I mean, you could go like this, I guess. That says 77, and what we had before was 73. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck on this one. Not a fan of that. That was the right path, really? Gee, that was way off. Okay, find 9. So I'm guessing something simpler. Objective of find 9 is to highlight each of the squares that are adjacent to 8 squares with numbers different from each other, and the center square. Okay, so we're basically we're hunting for basically a block of 9 numbers that are all different. Well, I guess one thing you can do to figure that out is just look for a 1, and then look at all the numbers around it and see see where a 1 doesn't repeat. One thing's for certain, with that kind of a logic, it'll never be a square on the edge, so it's only going to be one that's in the middle somewhere. Okay, I actually did find one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So right here is one of them. So now I gotta find 3 more of these. And the other one's actually, that's interesting. This last one here is actually sharing the same sort of number space as this one. So I wonder if that actually still counts. 2 of them are wrong? Seriously? Oh, you know what? I screwed up that 4 that was in the corner there. Whoops. That's kind of, that's actually kind of boring. Because there's no, not really much of a variation to it. So now we got dial 10 here. This, I have no idea. Objective of dial 10 is to get the numbers 1 through 10 in each quadrant of the circle. To move the numbers, click on the name of the ring you want to rotate. Numbers don't have to be in order. Okay. So each quarter of the circle could have up to 10 numbers in it, and we have to try and you have to try and make sure that one of each number from 1 to 10 is in each quarter of the circle. And we can rotate each of these sort of rings in the circle using the rotation keys here. So I kind of don't like that it's using down arrows to represent the direction of rotation. But it looks like this side is all clockwise, and this side is all counterclockwise. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, so one thing I noticed already is that one way you can tell where the separations should potentially be is if numbers repeat on the circles. So like right here, you can see that there's a 3 here and a 3 here. That means that no matter where the position in the circle is, those 3s can't be together. So it's either going to be something like that or something like that. Oh, and I saw another 3 right there too. So this is the position of the outer ring. It absolutely has to be. So that should make figuring out the inner rings a lot easier. For instance, we got the 3 here, but there's already a 3 in this section, and this section. So this 3 has to be in this section. So yeah, all I'm doing right now is comparing the different ring 3 positions here, just to see if there's any. So yeah, this is invalid. And then that's invalid too. So ring 3 has to be like this. And I think I got it. So check. Yep, I actually got it. I actually finished one of these. Not in the fastest time, but at least I got one of them. So that was Numbers and Logic 1 by David Burns. Maze 8, not so great. Find 9, it works, but it's kind of boring. Dial 10, that one's a little neat, but it would also get pretty repetitive after a while. So it's a fun little program. Was it worth $8? I don't know. I guess if you're really into this kind of thing, like these number and logic puzzles, then maybe, but I think for the average person, $8 might be a bit much for this one. And to finish things off today, Jim's dug up DOSGAMES /Arcade2 /Oilwell. Well, clearly some kind of game having to deal with oil wells, I'm guessing. Oh wow, that says 84 right there. Might not be an 84 game. But that'd be old if that was indeed the case. Oilwell. Well, it's not 84 old, but 85, 86. That is pretty old. By MTK Software. As you become more familiar with the game, you may want to decrease the amount of time that messages are displayed. Or do current display speed's 30? Oh, we'll just stick with 30. All responses should be entered with capital letters. Caps lock key on. It is now. Congratulations, you've just inherited your rich uncle's oil company. Now, unfortunately, the oil company consists of only one oil well, $50,000 in cash, and $3 million mortgage, which is due in 20 turns. How do you do that badly in the oil industry? Seriously. You must use your skill to expand your company in order to pay the mortgage in time. You may search for oil, drill wells, refine your crude oil, and buy and sell oil products. Beginning of each turn, you may buy fire insurance to protect your empire from fire damage. End of each turn, you must pay your taxes. Consult the written documentation for additional info. Okay, so I'm going to guess that this was probably like an actual commercial release or something, just from the fact that it's mentioning written documentation. So, no idea how legal it is for it to be here, but anyways, press any continue to start. Press any continue? Press any key to continue. Or to start, I don't know. So, a fire may destroy either a refinery or oil stores. You may buy insurance for 1% of your net worth. So that would be $805, apparently. We got a lot of numbers going on here. One insurance. No. It's the first turn. I'd be very surprised if I died on the first turn. Interesting. So it's basically some sort of number managing game here. So we're currently producing 1,044 barrels of crude, I'm guessing, just looking at the numbers there. Whoops, what can we buy? So we can actually buy these things. Or you can just flat out buy a refinery. I'm guessing the refinery would be what lets us get the diesel and fuel and gas and everything. But they're 100,000 each, so nope, not getting one just yet. I guess the question is, do we want to spend money on the geologist report right away? I don't know what it's going to do, but well, let's see what happens. For 10,000, the geologist report gives the chance of finding oil within 1 square of the selected location. There's no charge for updated reports. Okay, so let's keep it simple for now. B1. Probability of finding oil is 0%. Well, good. Okay, let's try another one. K4. 0%. Really? F9. Well, for crying out loud, how are you supposed to get anywhere with this game if you're not... Ugh. Let's try one more here. Q2. Oh, we actually did find one here. R&D has hopes that a new process will cut refining costs up to 20%. You may invest up to 20,000 to perfect the process. Well, I actually have to get a well going, so let's just put 5,000 into that. Okay, I guess we do get a reduced refining cost. We can't start a well yet, so we need to end a turn. No insurance. Okay, sell crude. Sell 760. Let's clear it out. Okay, and start well. And I actually totally forget which which report it was that actually... Uh-oh. I think it was something 2. No, it couldn't have been. Was it K0? Drilling on well at location K0. Current depth. Drill how many feet in thousands? I don't know. 1,000? Okay, wait a minute. Didn't I have a well going at K0? Why is it just showing the geologist report there now instead of the, Oh, I see what's going on. So drill deeper. Okay, so let's go back to K0. Current depth is 1,000. Let's drill another 5 feet. Seriously? We didn't find any oil there? We're already on turn 7, and we made, like, 0 progress here. Oh, hello. 100% chance of hitting oil at L0. So we'll need to end a turn here. I'm going to sell our crude oil, which the well's starting to dry up, whichever well it is that we apparently started with. But in any case, start well, enter location, L0. And we haven't actually struck oil yet? It was a 100% chance. Okay, the game just told me that L0 is a dry well, but it was a 100% chance to strike oil from the geologist report. This game is like... This doesn't qualify as a game when your own numbers don't even make sense. The thing is, this game is you're supposed to clear a 3 million mortgage in 20 turns. It's turn 9, and we haven't even struck oil, and most of the geologist reports are just pulling up zeros. And the one that did pull up 100% gave us nothing. So, either the game's broken, it's doing some weird kind of copy protection, it's harder than it's supposed to be because the numbers are lies, or it's just... Yeah, I'm sorry, I do not like this game.